Hey folks, today we'll be talking about the easy to build Intercessors and Reavers. Why? Because they're on my desk and I think they're neat. On top of this, it gives me a chance to ramble about my custom chapter, the Angels of the Ash and Bone, because really, who doesn't love headcanon lore, but the models first. Each book comes with 3 models. You've seen them all. Intercessors come in gun up, gun down, and man pointing variants, while the Reavers come in gun up, gun aimed, and Mr. Knifey cool hold. Anyway, I find these models interesting, as while they have limited war gear and what they can take, at least the Intercessors offer an interesting option that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get without a bit of kit bashing with aftermarket parts. As you might have guessed, it's the Auspex. For Primaris, this little bit of kit is available only here and in the Ultramarines upgrade sprue, which retails for about the same price as the ETB Marines, as far as I'm aware anyway. So it's really dependent on if you get more use out of Ultramarines gubbins or free extra Marines in and of themselves. Though, speaking on that front, I don't know if there are any rule bonuses in 40k. There is an extra kill team that lets Primaris use it, however, so if you're a kill team player, enjoy! The 3 Intercessors you get in the box are great to note, really finely detailed and relatively easy to put together, though sometimes the fit can be a little tight. If you really want a flush finish, I suggest snipping off the pegs and gluing the models, but if you just want some nice looking minis to get started or bolster a force, putting them in push fit will do just fine. Each Marine is armed with a bolt rifle, no options for the Stalker pattern or auto bolt rifle in this case, but regardless it is a functional weapon on the tabletop. The classic bolt gun stat line with some extra damage and some extra armor penetration. Primaris Marines also benefit from an extra wound and an extra attack, though they are a bit more costly than the classic tactical Marine, not to mention they have far less options. Well, the easy to build ones actually have 0 options, but that's what you get, so there's that to consider. There is a benefit to these boxes though. If you want to build some base cheap characters with some upgrade sprues or from kit bash components, then it's a cheap option to get 3 bodies fully armed and armoured on the field for actual very little money cost. Now then, onto the Reavers. Unlike their Intercessor counterparts, they don't get the cool scanner gadget, nor do they get fun toys in the big Reaver box, so no grapnel hooks, no grav shoots, and no bolt carbines, just a bolt pistol, combat knife, grenades, and a whole lot of pouches. Still, they are great little sculpts, so if you want to beef out your forces a little, or have something to practice painting on, well, that's what I use mine for. Look, I've even put a little Lady Stormcast head on this one. Ain't it cute? Yeah. Reavers have the same stats as Intercessors for the most part. Same attacks, wounds, movement, etc. Where they differ, as you might have guessed, is in their war gear. The heavy bolt pistol is pretty simple, strength 4, damage 1, armor penetration -1, while their combat knife lets them deal an extra attack in close combat. They also come with shot grenades, fancy little things to let you mess with an enemy's unit's ability to defend itself. Overall, I love the sculpts for both these sets, though I do intend to snip off the heads and blue tank them on for ease of painting. They're chunky, classic Warhammer that I simply can't get enough of. On to my chapter though. I warned you the lore was coming, you should have heeded it. Known as the Angels of the Ash and Bone, they are an all-female, don't at me, space chapter, successors of the Dark Angels. As a member of the Unforgiven, the Angels of the Ash and Bone have an inner circle, known as the Sacred Band, just because I thought that was cool. Anyway, enough of my lore ramblings. I'm sure you'll see more of this chapter as the Indomitable box launches and I go through reviewing all the miniatures inside it. See you later folks, have a great day.